Hello, my dear students. Myself L.K. Tripathi from LPM Public School. I am with you having a new video. Dear children, in the last video, as we have seen the causes of poverty, we studied that there are a number of causes for the widespread poverty in India. Behind that, there is historical reason is the low level of economic development under the British colonial administration. What the policies of the colonial government made that was very harassable and exploitative, as we were depend upon the traditional work like handicrafts. They discourage development of industries like textiles. Not only that, so many reasons were there behind the poverty. After that, we shall study the new topic, that is anti-poverty measures. Removal of poverty has been one of the major objectives of Indian developmental strategy. The current anti-poverty strategies of the government is based broadly on two planks: promotion of economic growth, second is targeted anti-poverty programs. So many ways our government has adopted to remove poverty, because it has been the major objectives of Indian developmental strategy. Now the government initiated two major steps to reduce poverty from the country. One is promotion of economic growth, targeted anti-poverty programs. Over a period of 30 years lasting up to the early 80s, there were little per capita income growth and not much reduction in poverty. After India became independent during the 80s, means it took about 30 years after independence, the per capita income growth was not good and it could not reduce poverty from the country. Means up to the 1980s, the condition of poverty was very worse. Official poverty estimates, which were about 45% in the early 1950s, remained the same even in the early 80s. What the poverty condition, that is about 45% poverty in the country, could not reduce even up to the 80s. It remained the same. Means 50 plus 30, previous or last 30 years, there was no change after independence. Since the 80s, India's economic growth has been one of the fastest in the world. After that, India led very sharp and fast role in the world for the economic growth. The growth rate jumped from the average of about 3.5% a year in the 1970s to about 6% during the 1980s. See how fast and in speedy way the growth rate jumped, which was 3.5% up to 1970s. It increased up to 6% during 18th and 90s. द हायर कह सकते हैं कि इस समय जो इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ हमारा बहुत ही ऊपर चला गया और बहुत फास्टली हमने जो है वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमी में छलांग लगाई. द हायर ग्रोथ रेट्स हैव हेल्प्ड सिग्निफिकेंटली इन द रिडक्शन ऑफ पॉवर्टी. Therefore, it is becoming clear that there is a strong link between economic growth and poverty reduction. Economic growth widens opportunities and provides the resources needed to invest in human development. This also encourages people to send their children, including the girl child, to schools in the hope of getting better economic returns from investing in education. However, the poor may not be able to take direct advantage from the opportunities created by economic growth. As a result, when our economy became strong, we started to send our children to school. Not only the male child but also female child was also capable to go to school. Moreover, growth in the agriculture sector is much below expectation. जो हमारी खेती के क्षेत्र में जो ग्रोथ चाहिए वो हमारी आशा के अनुरूप नहीं है. आशा की जो हमारी एक्सपेक्टेशन आकांक्षा है उससे नीचे है. दिस हैज़ ए डायरेक्ट बियरिंग ऑन पॉवर्टी एज ए लार्ज नंबर ऑफ पुअर पीपल लिव इन विलेजेस एंड आर डिपेंडेंट ऑन एग्रीकल्चर. दिस इज द मेन फैक्टर विद द पीपल living in rural areas suffer from poverty at large number due to less agricultural growth. In these circumstances, there is a clear need for targeted anti-poverty programs. Government requires to create new types of technology in the field of agriculture to reduce the poverty of the people. Although there are so many schemes which are formulated to affect poverty directly or indirectly, some of them are worth mentioning. Though so many schemes are there formulated by the government, to affect poverty directly or indirectly, some of them are worth mentioning. What are they? कुछ इसमें मेंशन किए जा रहे हैं जिससे पावर्टी हमारे देश में कम हो सके और ऐसा होता चला आ रहा है. सरकार ने बहुत सारे ऐसे जो है स्कीम्स लॉन्च किए हैं देश में जिससे गांव के लोगों को सुविधाएं मिल सकें. नंबर 1, महात्मा गांधी नेशनल रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट गारंटी एक्ट 2005 aims to provide 100 days of wage employment to every household to ensure livelihood security in rural areas. Through this scheme, नेशनल रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट महात्मा गांधी, जिसको MGNRE कहते हैं, जिसको हम मनरेगा के नाम से जानते हैं, ये एक्ट 2005 में आया भारत में. इसका मेन फोकस और उद्देश्य था कि जितने पुअर लोग गांव में रहते हैं, दोज हु आर जॉबलेस, दे शुड गेट एटलीस्ट 90 days जॉब इन अ ईयर। 90 दिन का काम इनको जो है एक फिक्स बेस पर गांव में मिलता रहे, जो गांव का भी विकास होगा और इनका भी जो है जॉब क्रिएट होगा। सो दे डिड सो। Not only this, government has started so many programs to reduce poverty of the people. Second is that it also aim, second we shall see further, it also aim at sustainable development to address the cause of drought, deforestation, soil erosion. 1/3 of the proposed jobs have been reserved for women. Not only men are allowed to get job in Manrega, but also women can also get job, and they get. This is to be assured by the government of the local bodies to nominate the women for the Manrega job card. The scheme provides employment to 220 crores person, days of employment to 4.78 crore households. The share of SC/ST women person days in the scheme are 23%, 17% and 53% respectively. Means this much job guarantee should be assured. For SC and STs, 4.7 crore households people are engaged in such types of activities. The scheme are 23%, 17% and 53% respectively. In this number, the job categories should be divided among SC, STs and women. The average wage has increased from 65 in 2006-7 to 132 in 2013 to 14. Means what the minimum wage was fixed for them, it increased in 2013 from 65 rupees to 132. Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana, PMRY. This is also a very good scheme for the people to get facilities, financial facilities from the government, which started in 1993. The aim of the program is to create self-employment opportunities for educated unemployed youth in rural areas or small towns. Through this scheme, the educated people who are jobless also can get financial facilities, financial support from the government to start their own job or business. That is known PMRY, Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana. Next we shall see Rural Employment Guarantee Program, REGP, was launched in 1995. The aim of the program is to create self-employment opportunities in rural areas and small towns. A target for creating 25 lakh new jobs has been set for the program under the 10th 5-year plans. अगले 10 साल के लिए टारगेट किया गया है, 10 सालों तक जो 5 years प्लान्स है गवर्नमेंट का, वो कि 25 लाख नए लोगों को जो है जॉब इस प्रोग्राम के थ्रू मिले। स्वर्ण जयंती ग्राम स्वरोजगार योजना was launched in 1999. The program aims at bringing the assisted poor families above the poverty lines by organizing them into self-help groups through a mix of bank credit and government subsidy. Through this scheme also, the government paying its effort to reduce poverty from the country, and people are benefited, no doubt, from such types of programs. Under the Pradhan Mantri Gramodyoj Yojana PMGY, under the Pradhan Mantri Gramodyoj Yojana launched in 2000, additional central assistance is given to states for basic services such as primary health, primary education, rural shelter, rural drinking water, and rural electrification. Another important scheme is Antyodaya Anna Yojana, about which you will be reading more in the next chapter. About all such types of things we shall study in the next chapter. Broadly, that is described there. And here we shall see further the results of these programs have been mixed. One of the major reasons for less effectiveness is the lack of proper implementation and right targeting. No doubt, whatever the facilities being provided by the government of India does not reach to the needy people at grassroots. So many reasons are there: lack of proper implementation, right targeting. These are the factors which people don't get the proper benefit of the government scheme. We can say there are some laziness or carelessness of the bodies of the government who do not care for all such types of things. Moreover, there has been a lot of overlapping of schemes. Despite good intentions, the benefits of these schemes are not fully reached to the deserving poor. Therefore, the major emphasis in recent years is on proper monitoring of all the poverty alleviation programs. No doubt, the schemes of the government do not reach the poor people, actually those who are in need. Many of the government schemes are overlapped. Therefore, the major emphasis in recent years is on proper monitoring of all the poverty alleviation programs. Nowadays, government is monitoring all such types of things through its resources to reduce poverty, and what are the ways are being taken or being adopted by the local bodies of the government or officers. We shall stop this video up till here. In the next video we shall see the new things. Till then, goodbye.